My name's Libby Bumgardner, and I have a collection of cabins on my property. I've always loved log cabins, and it started with my grandparents' log cabin, which I didn't know was a cabin growing up because it had boards on it. We bought it in 1995. We were just walking around the cabin, and one of the boards was off, and I said, "That looks like a log." We pulled a couple more off, and we discovered it is in fact a log. So they left the beds, dishes, churns, lamps, all kinds of stuff in the cabin. It was dusty, and the beds were in there. They were made up, but they were dirty, dusty. And I found one pair of pants that was hanging on the mantle, on a nail. I guess maybe he'd been working outside or something and just hung them on a nail, maybe to dry or something, I don't know. All those years that people's lived around here, and it's just been an old boarded up house. There was one lady referred to it as Anderson County's best kept secret. Nobody knew about it. None of the county officials, nobody. So we just started digging and found out the history. I found out it was built in the late 1700s, maybe 1798 or 99. And it was built by George Walker for Isaac Brazelton. Isaac Brazelton only had the property from 1798 until 1803, and he sold it to David Hall. David Hall was a Revolutionary War soldier. He fought at Kings Mountain. He was an Indian spy, and he brought his family here and lived here until his death. And he had 12 children total. Today we refer to it as the David Hall cabin. Right after I bought the cabin in 1995, we came up here and found this big wooden box. When I opened the lid, I thought, well, look at all this old books and papers and stuff in here. I guess all the letters from the Arnolds and the Halls and documents and stuff was in that box. And there were hundreds of letters, pictures, postcards, railroad timetables, toys, all kinds of things. Then when I got to looking at them and reading them, I couldn't put them down. I couldn't stop. Yeah, well, since they'd been here all these years and nobody was interested, and then I find them, and oh no, it was so exciting. It was just unbelievable. So I found negatives. The photos were all gone. I don't know if the mice ate them or what happened, but we had the negatives developed, and they were of my family. My father and all his siblings were born and raised in this cabin, and there was 11 children born to my grandmother in this cabin. Today we have 6 cabins. It started with one, which belonged to my grandparents, which is this one, and we bought another one to replace the one that used to be here that my grandfather had torn away because it was in bad shape. Then we purchased this one in Campbell County. While we were taking it down, we found another one. We took it down, brought it here, re-chinked everything. I pressure washed the whole cabin and started putting my grandparents' furniture and dishes and things on display and inviting people to come visit. That's how it got started. And we have people come visit almost on a daily basis. My husband or I come out and give them a tour of the cabins. Well, I hope to get them all restored and all the fireplaces put back on, and porches, and just be able to maintain them. And there's not many of them left, and I just want to preserve what I can to make sure they stay for as long as they can. Well, this is too important not to share. It is. I like to share history. We open to the public. We have butter churners come, soap makers, long hunters camp. They shoot the black powder guns. They do target practice with tomahawks. There's a tinsmith that comes. We all dress in period dress, and I just walk around and visit with the people and explain things to them. So it's been an adventure. It's a real labor of love. I'll get out here by myself and walk around and through the cabins, and it's like you can feel their presence. I'm sure that's just me, but it's just like they're there, you know, their spirit or whatever.